Okay, so today's gonna be a little bit of a different video because I'm gonna answer some of the top questions that I typically get in the comment section of many of my videos and also on Instagram. And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. You can DM me, you can send me any questions you might have about Facebook monetization. I get a lot of DMs, so if I don't get back to you, just know that it's probably because I'm busy. But reach out. I also post some content on Instagram. But let's talk about essentially the top questions that I get when it comes to Facebook monetization and scaling on Facebook. And hopefully these are some of the questions that you have asked me as well, and I can help you out by just giving you some straight answers right away. So let's jump right into it. Question number one that I get is, how long does it take to get monetized on Facebook? And this is a difficult answer, to be honest with you, because it has changed so much over the past couple of months. Typically, they would just tell you how many followers you would need and how many views you would need in order to get monetized. But these days is by invitation only. And even if you reach the requirements for some of the invites that they've been sending out, which means 300,000 views on, I think, total that you need, they would just consider you to send you that invitation for monetization. These days, even if you reach that, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get the invite. But the content monetization program has changed a lot. But what we have seen with many of our clients is that essentially, if you have over 10,000 followers and you're getting over 1 million views per month, and also you're completing the weekly challenges, you're more likely to get invited into the content monetization program. So there's no specific criteria or requirements yet from Facebook. However, I can tell you for a fact that many of the clients of mine who have been able to get monetized in the first 90 days have been able to do that because they have over 10,000 followers. They have reached specific numbers of views, and they've been essentially lucky enough to get that invite for monetization. So question number two, how many followers do you actually need to make money on Facebook? This is actually relevant in terms of, it depends how much money you want to make. Let's say you want to reach $4,000 or $5,000 per month. You don't really need that many followers because you don't make the money from followers. You make the money from the amount of views that you can get. And I've seen Facebook pages with 10,000 followers who have been able to get millions of views. So it's not about how many followers you have, it's essentially whether your content is going viral. If you're able to consistently produce content that can go viral, it's going to be a lot easier for you to not only grow your following but also make more money. So it's all about the audience that's actually watching the videos. So if you have a lot of tier 1 followers and initially you get that momentum from your content by having those tier 1 followers engage with that content, the algorithm is more likely to push those videos to that same tier 1 audience, and meaning non-followers, which is how you actually make the money. So you don't necessarily need a specific amount of followers. Obviously, the more followers you have, the bigger the likelihood of you hitting a viral video, because if you have a couple million followers, it's a lot easier to consistently get 200, 500, even 1 million views per video because you have multiple millions of followers. But you don't necessarily need 100,000 or 1 million followers to make a significant amount of money on Facebook. Meaning that if you wanted to make $4,000 or $5,000 per month, or even $10,000 per month, you don't necessarily need 1 million followers to do that. You can definitely do that with 100,000 followers. Question number 3 is, what is reposting? I've been getting this question a lot since I published my last couple videos talking about reposting. A lot of content creators and Facebook creators don't really know what reposting is. And I'm just shocked that they haven't been using reposting to its full potential. We use reposting every single day inside of our Facebook pages. In fact, we actually have a tool just for reposting called Repost HQ, which you can check in the description below. But this tool allows us to basically find the best performing content inside of our Facebook pages and just repost it again every couple weeks, essentially every 30 days, if we're tracking everything properly. As we built our winners list of our highest performing content, our list just gets bigger and bigger, and we can continue to repost more, increasing our posting frequency, which obviously makes us more money per page. So reposting is taking something that's already performed really well from your Facebook page and just essentially repost it again, and making sure you're reposting the right things. You're not just taking any piece of content from your Facebook page and just re-uploading or reposting. You essentially are taking something that worked extremely well for you, that generated views and revenue, and you're taking that and reusing that again in order to continue to make money and increase your posting frequency. So that's what reposting is. And like I said, if you want to check out how we use reposting and everything that we do inside of Repost HQ, click the link in the description below and you'll learn exactly how this tool can help you make more money through reposting for your Facebook page. Question number 4 is, should I be using AI in my content? I get this question like 100 times a month because AI or AI slop is so common these days. Anyone can create content using AI, whether it's videos, photos, whatever that is. That has opened the doors to a lot of people who want to be able to make content on Facebook. And so you see a lot of these Facebook pages that is just AI content. Now, there's nothing wrong with creating AI content. In fact, AI content can be monetized on Facebook. The problem is, if you rely 100% on AI content, sometimes it's a little bit risky because Facebook can change the rules at any time. So if they say tomorrow, hey, we're no longer allowing to monetize AI content, it's going to be difficult because you have built an audience over the past couple of years or months, and suddenly you're not able to make money. So my advice is, whether you build a Facebook AI page or not, is that if you're going to be building a personal brand or you're building some sort of brand that you want to use long term for multiple years, make sure that you're incorporating AI as a way to help you create more content and sprinkle some custom made content in there with the help of AI, meaning that you want to make sure you're essentially creating content. You're using AI as a way to propel your content, but not 100% rely on just AI content. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, you can monetize AI content, but I wouldn't just rely on AI content for all of your Facebook pages. I would say make sure you use AI as a tool to help you create content ideas, or if you're going to do videos or if you're going to do images that is not 100% AI, if your goal is to grow a Facebook page long term for multiple years in case something happens with Facebook. Question number 5, which content formats pay the most money? This is a question that has changed so much over the past couple of years because sometimes you tend to see that photos pay more money. Other times you see that short reels pay more money. These days is all about long form content. What's really making the money right now on Facebook is long form content. Anything over 1 minute will generate more revenue than any photo or any short reel, even if that short reel gets millions of views, because long form content is being pushed a lot more. It also has a higher RPM, so the revenue per 1,000 views is way higher, and you could be making 3, 4, 5 times more money for every 1,000 views on long form content compared to photos, stories, and short reels. So if you're going to be optimizing for making the most money possible, I would just try to post as much long form content as I possibly could. Question number 6, how many times should you be posting per day? This is really up to every creator and their ability to create content. And what I mean by that is some creators are able to post 20 times a day. I've had many clients who have been able to post 15, 20, 24 times a day because they have so much content that they can post, while other clients can only post once or twice per day. So it just depends on how much content you have available, but you can get away with posting a lot on Facebook, especially if you're reposting. You could be essentially posting 5 new posts per day and 5 new reposts per day as well. That would be a total of about 10 posts per day. So that's how you can use reposts with new content to essentially scale your posting frequency. But essentially, when it comes to like how many times you should be posting is really up to the Facebook creator itself and their ability to create content consistently. And I would rather you posting once per day if that's all you can post, other than just trying to post once every other day or twice a week. Consistency is far more important. And also, if you don't have a lot of content to post, I would just pick the best times to post so you can get the most engagement. We do have something inside of Repost HQ that, like I said, if you want to check it out, click the link in the description below. But we do have a feature inside of Repost HQ that tells you exactly when to post, when is the best time to post. I've made a video about this a couple of days ago, so if you want to check it out, go back to my YouTube channel, check some of my recent videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Last but not least, question number 7, what is the best way to scale your revenue fast? Well, the best way is to essentially use a combination of Facebook ads and organic content. Most people are afraid of using Facebook ads because they think once they start using Facebook ads, they're not going to be able to get organic reach or views. This is not true at all. We use Facebook ads on all of our Facebook pages, on our clients' Facebook pages, and they're getting millions and millions and millions of views and making a ton of money. We have clients that are making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 per month from Facebook and social media in general, and they're definitely using ads. So using ads, you're not going to get punished for using ads. And the way to use ads is in 2 different ways. One, to continue to grow your audience in tier 1, because if you have a higher tier 1 audience, your RPM is going to be higher. And also the algorithm will find ways to promote your content to that audience. And the second way is to promote your best performing videos or content. So if you're essentially getting, 1 million views on a video, on a long form video, and you can basically use ads to promote that video to get an additional 500,000 views or 1 million views, views, why wouldn't you do that? You're going to be making additional revenue, getting more followers from a video that you know works already. And we call this the viral formula. I've talked several times about this technique in my channel, and you can find several videos where I explain exactly how this works on my channel. But when it comes to scaling your Facebook page, it's a combination of using ads, organic content, posting frequency. The more you post, the more opportunities you have of going viral. It's like playing the lottery because you're putting out 5, 6, 7 times per day. One of those posts might hit, one of those posts might go viral, and sometimes all it takes is just one post to go viral and everything else blows up on your page, and you continue to increase your following, your views, your reach, and your revenue. So the more you post, if you're running ads, if you're doing everything you should be doing, you should be able to scale. But the main thing is you should definitely know exactly what type of formats are gonna make the most for your Facebook page. That's why I'm saying, like, you need to, every Facebook creator is different. You need to understand exactly what works for your page first before you decide to scale. And if you need help with that, as always, links in the description below. We have our Facebook Creator Academy program designed for high-level creators who want to scale to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month on Facebook. Show them the best strategies to scale their Facebook page. It's by application only. You can't just join. You have to apply to get in. So click the link in the description below if you want to find out more information. And if you're looking for strategies on how to get more views on Facebook, then what I want you to do is click on this video right here. I broke down exactly how we use reposting and the viral formula to get more views and make more money. Trust me, you're going to love that video. Click right here to learn more, and I'll see you guys in my next video.